Hi everyone. Since a good number of you haven't had some problems with Excel, our first foray into Excel, and some of you already know how to use Excel, I think what happens, we forget what we already know. Plus the fact, folks, you also had the hands-on assignments to do. So those hands-on assignments, the simulations and the exams help you to do this. But let's go through this. In the assignment, okay, when it said to insert formulas, most of you did all right, but up to E, that's where you had the problem, the E and the F. If you take out your calculator, they already told you, enter the percentage of budget. This percentage indicates the percentage of actual expenses to budgeted expenses. Obviously, you know how to do this. If you took your calculator and you divided the actual expenses by the budgeted expenses, that's what your answer is going to be. All right, obviously it's an answer that's going to be, if you're using just the raw data, it's going to be in decimals. And so you move your decimal point 2 places to the right, and then you'll get the percentage. I don't know how some of you got a negative percentage. There's no such thing as negative percentages. All right, then you enter the difference between the actual and budgeted expenses. All right, so if you just stop to think about what you were doing, it's the formula, it's the actual arithmetic, because that's what this is, arithmetic that you already know. But somehow, for some of you, got really confused when you heard the word Excel. And you did these types of exercises already in the hands-on. So if you take a look at the spreadsheet, okay, that you had to do, the over and under, obviously we know what our formula is, okay? You know that you subtract the actual from the budgeted, okay, and then you get the over and under. The percentage, okay, this is all you had to do, was exactly what you would do in a calculator, okay? All you did was divide C12, okay, this number, the actual number, by the budgeted number. That's all it is. And some of you had parentheses and doing this and that and the other thing. This was a very straightforward. I don't want to use the word simple, because nothing is simple when it comes to mathematics and arithmetic and Excel. The point that I'm making is that it's straightforward. A lot of you read into it more than it was. So if you just take a look at the assignment question, okay, if you look at the assignment question, okay, and try to figure it out in your mind. Don't start doing figures, like the formulas in Excel, until you understand what the arithmetic is, because this is basic arithmetic. Understand what the problem is asking. It is arithmetic. Once you understand the arithmetic, then the formula is a piece of cake. All you're doing is just, copying numbers or substituting numbers. All right, so that's where you made your mistake. So the formula for the last column had to be, all right, the C or the D or the B or whatever it is over, let me go through, the actual divided by the budget. That's really what your formula was, okay? All right, if there are any questions on that, please make sure to post in Q&A, because this is now general. It's not your grade. If you have questions, on the arithmetic, if you have questions on understanding the formulas, understanding the concept, you really have to understand the concept first before you do any of the formulas. And this is very important. That's why I gave you the order of operations. It doesn't necessarily mean that you had the order of operations in this assignment. But I gave you the little video on the order of operations because later on you're going to be doing more sophisticated calculations, and those calculations will have to be translated into formulas. Excuse me, folks. So make sure, if you still have questions after viewing this little screencast, please post in Q&A. All right? Thanks, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.